So I'm Hilmie. Good evening, everyone. So today we are from Group 3. We'll be presenting our algorithm project on COVID-19 outbreak updates. So I'm going to share my screen first. This is our presentation. So our project is COVID-19 outbreak updates, and we have, so this is our group members, and we have 6 things to be presented today. So we'll start off with introduction by Kira.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. My name is Ros Afrina Syahirah and my matrix number is 203714. As for today, I will be explaining about introduction to our program that we are building. So nowadays, for all of the modern world and increasing and lesser developed countries, most of the technology has removed traditional obstacles to information. And we do notice that at some point, almost every single house is occupied with a mini library. And some of the information in the book are out of date, which means that if they are reading out of date information, they will be receiving wrong data. So, as a team of students who studies in computer and communication system engineering, and in conjunction with the situation we are facing right now, we are on it to create a program to assist everyone on keeping up to date with the statistics of COVID-19 outbreak within 3 categories. That is, firstly by states, countries, Malaysia, Asian countries, and the top 10 highest countries. We are providing a program that is user-friendly. Well, the term user-friendly in our program can be observed by 2 specific commands. There are searching and sorting. So these features will please the consumer, thus facilitating admin's work on updating, deleting, and even editing the data. So we as students who have been exposed to such knowledge on searching and sorting and algorithm felt like we have the responsibility to help simplify people's problem, and this is the suitable platform for us. So when facing with research problem, people need to collect, analyze, and interpret data to answer the research questions. Example of research questions that could require, for example, voting for candidate, products, and drugs in curing diseases. So in order to overcome the problem, we had fulfilled some individual characteristics in the program, covering the aspect of administrator, user, COVID-19 assessment, and news on COVID-19. So
we'll move on with brief literature review.
Okay, next it's up to me to review the literature. My name is Ma Jie and my metric number is 21638. In this project, to about the fake news from the social media and sources of the on consulting, we select the data from WHO and the MySagittarius website to support our project data. The sources we choose will also also obtained from Outbreak and the WHO website. And in addition to this project, the data we used is real data. So that's all.
So Siti, we will go with problem statements. Oh, is it someone else?
Problem statement.
So now I will present about the problem statements. The first problem says is misinformation and fake news about COVID-19. Ever since COVID-19 has been spread all over the world, people have been exposed to false claims and data about COVID-19. This has caused unnecessary mass panic when they make their own assumption. Second is people underestimate death toll. Many people did not realize that they are living in a dangerous area. Some were even suspicious with the statistics when compared to other countries. They think that there is nothing to worry about and everything is under control. The third one is lack of information about the pandemic. It is important to keep updated with the status and news about COVID-19 so that people will know when to protect themselves and that they can understand how the virus is spreading. The last one is only certain people can do COVID-19 screening tests. For example, people who have close contacts with known case. So when people have the symptoms but don't know if they should do the test, a simple assessment that you can do online would be helpful to decide if you are a good candidate for COVID-19 test or not. So that's all.
Right, so we'll move on with objectives.
Okay, my name is Nur Hilmie. I will tell about objective of this program. And our program is first to design a page to display and update the COVID-19 outbreak cases using engineering algorithm concept. Second, to provide the citizens of all countries the accurate data to prepare and respond for COVID-19. Next, for the third one, to keep people updated about what happened on COVID-19 worldwide. And last, number 4, to warn people the risk of getting infected by COVID-19. Okay, that's all.
So we're done with objectives. We'll move on with method or design.
Okay, for the design and the method of this program, we have implemented some of the topic in our syllabus, which is searching, sorting, delete notes, and insert the notes. So for our front interface, we have 4 choices for the user to choose whether they want to first administrator, second user, third COVID-19 assessment, and fourth is news on COVID-19. If the user choose one, so they need to log in and username and password are needed to get into the administration. So for the user, if the user choose the second one, user have to choose to display a COVID-19 statistic for Malaysian, Asia, or worldwide. And if the user choose the COVID-19 assessment, so for this part of program, user can check the risk towards the COVID-19 risk, which means user have to key in the username and the body temperature of themselves. If the body temperature more than 37.5 degrees Celsius, so the high risk, they will become a high risk person. For the
Hi everyone, I am Nur Ain Binti Muhammad Advisory Metric number 20342. So I'll be the one who will demonstrate our project. Hello everyone, so I'll be showing you demonstration of our project which is COVID-19 outbreak updates. So we have 4 major components or major functions in our project. The first one is administrator, second one is user, third is COVID-19 assessment, and 4 use on COVID-19. So today I'm going to show you one by one, starting from administrator. So I'm going to press 1. And I am required to insert my name and also password. So access granted. So in this part we have another 3 choices, which are Malaysia, Asian, and worldwide. So today I'm gonna show you on Malaysia. So first, we can see these are data that we have actually input hard-coded during the construction of our codes, and we have 3 choices here, which are insert new state, delete state, or edit cases. So for instance, I would like to edit cases first. I'm gonna press 3. And then I would like to edit on Labuan. So I'm gonna put Labuan here. So number of new total cases, for example, 10. So number of deaths still 0. So recovered, we have another 3 recovered. And new active cases, for example, we would like to add number of active cases, so we press 1, but if we would like to reduce the number of cases, we need to press 2. So press 1, put number 2. So there it is. We can see the total cases have been changed, the data. The total cases, death, recovered, and active cases of Labuan, since we've edited Labuan just now. So let's say we would like to delete state with 0 cases. For example, police. So we press 2. And which number of state without any active case, we must press 15 because police is number 15. So yes, we have eliminated police from the list. So there's no police in the list. Or for example, we would like to insert police back. We need to press 1 and put police here. Number of cases, for example, we have 10. Number of deaths 0. Number of recovered 10. Number of cases 0. So there it is. We have inserted the list in our list again. Okay, so I'm gonna exit. So the same thing happens to Asian. We have the same function that we can choose, which are inserting new country, delete country, and edit cases in each country. And the same thing happens to worldwide. So we can insert new country, delete country, or edit cases. So I'm gonna press 4. So before we move on to the next part, after editing the case, we must update the date so that users will know that they are actually viewing on the latest update of cases. Next, we move on to user. So same goes to user. We have 3 parts, which are COVID-19 statistics for Malaysia, COVID-19 statistics for Asian, and COVID-19 statistics for worldwide. For example, I would like to show you on COVID-19 statistics for Asian, so I'm going to press 2. So what I'm going to do is now, I'm going to choose either I would like the data to be displayed by country or to be displayed by total cases or death, and if I would like to search data by myself. First, I'm going to show you on display by country. So these Asian countries have been sorted or have been displayed according to alphabetical order from A to Z. So that's why we can see Brunei on top and Thailand on the bottom. So the last update was 11 July, since we've updated the data just now. So let's say if I would like to display by number of total cases, I'm going to press 2. So as you can see here, we've displayed this data according to the number of total cases. So we have Singapore with the most number of total cases and Cambodia with the least number of total cases. If we would like to display by deaths, so we can see the Indonesia here with the highest number of deaths and Cambodia with the least number of deaths. So let's say if I would like to search on a country, I'm going to just press 4. And for instance, I would like to search on Vietnam. So there it is. All the data of Vietnam have been displayed here. So the name of the country, the cases, the death, the recovered cases, and also the active cases for this country. So same thing happens to COVID-19 statistics for Malaysia and COVID-19 statistics for worldwide. For Malaysia, you can also display by state, by total cases, by death, and also search. And also for worldwide, you can also display by country, display by total cases, display by death, and also you can search the country. Next, I'm going to show you on COVID-19 assessment, so I press 3. So the benefits of our program is that we know that not everyone has the privilege to do screening tests. So by letting people with the risk that they are having, either they are actually having high risk to be infected by COVID-19 or having a low risk, we can actually help people to take precaution steps in order to prevent themselves from getting infected. So I'm gonna put my name. For example, I know my body temperature is 37.6, and I've been within 6 feet with a person that has been tested positive. I'll press Y for yes. And I have several symptoms, for example, flu, I'll press 2. And yes, I live in a red zone area, press Y again. And then you can see here, I've been alerted that I'm actually having a high risk to be infected with COVID-19. So these are the precaution steps that should be taken by me in order to avoid or prevent myself from being infected by COVID-19. So that's all for COVID-19 assessment. Next, I'm show you on the last part, which is news with COVID-19. So in this section, we've actually put several news regarding COVID-19. We've put like the highlight of the news. Like number 1, we have Malaysia has been recognized as one of the most successful countries in handling COVID-19. So we must be proud of this. We've handled this pandemic wisely, thanks to government and also to the citizens who follows all the rule. And second, we have news on Italy, which is Italy has banned entry from 13 countries due to coronavirus case. So from time to time, we are going to update and we're going to put more news, interesting news in this section. So when the users are using our program, they can actually access this section and they can read more about COVID-19. Well, I think that's all from us. Oh, but before that, I would like to clarify that we are actually using a true data for our project because we think it is inappropriate for us to use dummy data because we are dealing with pandemic, we are dealing with lots of people, we are dealing with death. So it's better for us to provide people with the legit data. And we've taken this data from WHO, verified sources, verified website, and also my suggested apps for Malaysia and WHO for worldwide country and also Asians. So I think that's all from us. Thank you. Hope you enjoy our presentation.